Hello everyone. Welcome to the Metal Galaxy YouTube channel where we bring reviews, interviews, and the Metal Galaxy news into your living room. Subscribe and like to not miss any content from the Metal Galaxy. So this time I'm going to review a genre we haven't reviewed yet on our channel, hard rock. And what better band would be for it than my favorite one, and a band that according to Napalm Records is the melodic rock band of this generation, Audrey Horne. In order to learn more about their latest release, Devil's Bell, we sat down with Toschie, link below, and he gave us a lot of insights about the music, song titles, artwork, videos, and these topics I will cover in this review. And in the end, I will just give a summation. So grab your booze and enjoy this review, the music. When I heard Devil's Bell for the first time, I was like, whoa. I was dancing, singing, and headbanging along as each song has such a great tunes and melodies. For example, I loved Ashes to Ashes, Devil's Bell, Animal, Breakout. Actually, every song I was like, whoa. Like the previous stuff is amazing, but this is just next level. This album, and I couldn't put my finger what exactly was so good in this album until we talked with Toschie himself, and he explained in a few points why this album really rocks. So first of all, Devil's Bell is their heaviest one and is much more similar to their live experience. As a result, it's, for me personally, it felt different, and I think it's really fresh. But another thing he mentioned, which I agree as well, is that Audrey Horne leaned into their strengths in Devil's Bell, so they focused on writing good melody lines and on guitar work. Aisdale and Thomas are really great guitar players, but they weren't able until recently to coexist next to each other, playing together a guitar. And as a result, you hear some twin solos like in Devil's Bell. You hear them playing together, something they haven't done so much in the previous one. And I think this is a great listening experience because the artwork is just firework and there are much more longer riffs. It's amazing the sound they've just generated. And this kind of details give the album a much more sophisticated and maturity feeling than the previous one. Devil Bell is music-wise the most mature and sophisticated one. The song titles, a lot of song titles, you are like, I've heard it before, because a lot of song titles can be found in other bands. Like, for example, Ashes to Ashes is originally a Scorpion song, whereas Dance Macabre is a Ghost one. And the very reason why this kind of song titles were picked is the very fact that Toschie was just writing the lyrics and he was just thinking which feeling, which emotion, and which word would be fitting to this song. As a result, the outcome is quite different. For example, in Dance Macabre, when you listen to Ghost, it's more about desire, dancing, and it's a quite simple song. Whereas Audrey Horne's one is very complex. It's about jealousy, a feeling you are not who you are, but it's more of becoming jealous because of your surroundings or the situation you're in. So it's much more thoughtful, much more complex, and I love it because art is a way to give words a meaning. It's to express something. It's telling a story just by visualization, by making a song about something. And yeah, I would agree this is a very daring strategy because it can be mixed up with other bands like Ashes to Ashes, can be mixed up with Scorpions. However, it wouldn't be art otherwise. Audrey Horne just does something that not a lot of bands do. They just take the risk and use the same song titles because it just feels right. And it sparks as well a discussion because you hear the song title and you start figuring out why this particular title was picked for this particular song, and you start to think what feeling, emotions, everything come together in this song. Each song title has its own twist than the original one. The artwork of Devil's Bell is amazing, as it has a much deeper meaning than the previous one. In contrast to their other ones, it tells a story. So basically, it tells a story about Devil Bell, a lantern that's luring ships, and the ships just crash into the rocks. You can hear more in our channel where Toschie explained the whole concept. And I love the way how this tells a story, because it really lures you into the album, and you are very curious when you see at the first time this artwork what the story is going to be. But the fun fact is that this was not the initial artwork cover. It was much simpler. However, after the response on their fan base, Ben decided that they had to go with the story, and as a result, Toschie was responsible for illustrating the artwork. And yeah, that's how it came to be. And apart from the functional reasons that I love this album, which I've explained already, is also the very fact that this album is very catchy. It's blue. It really pulls your attention to this album, and it nicely stands out on yourself. The artwork cleverly sucks you into the Devil's Bell album. The videos. Devil Bell is accompanied by 4 videos. So the 4 videos: Animal, the self-titled one, Devil's Bell, Dance Macabre, and Breakout. The first thing you notice when watching all the videos is that it's much more darker than similar bands alike in the genre, as well as Horne's previous videos. And the very reason is that there is some corpse paint in this one, and Animal is very animalish. And I love this, as it's a great strategy to just grab your attention and you start analyzing why did they choose such extremities in this album. And it makes perfectly sense if you just think for a second. Horne is a Norwegian band, and Norwegian we know, of course, of their extreme metal scene, black metal, corpse paint, and so on. So it makes perfectly sense to incorporate some of their identity from their home country. But on the other hand, the video shows as well how easy it is, how simple it can be to make a video and to just express a song with the right attitude and creativity. For example, the song Animal was just shot in a couple of hours, yet it expressed the song perfectly in a memorable way. All feelings, emotions, animal aspects, and love are just brought alive in this song. The self-titled one song, Devil's Bell, is a great one as well, as it just tells the Devil's Bell story from the artwork cover. And then the next one, Dance Macabre, is a bit simpler. However, it's a great one because Toschie is just a great frontman. So he's just expressing the song with gestures, mimicking, and he's just bringing the song alive. And then the final one is Breakout, and I love this because it showcased their identity. We all know the dolls already from the previous one, and this video just has a really good atmosphere and great tunes, and it incorporates the soul of Audrey Horne, basically having a good time and giving you the best hard rock of your life. In summary, Devil's Bell is a solid album for Audrey Horne that continues the legacy. The album is sharper, more coherent, and much more leaning into their strengths than all albums before. The reason for this is that the videos and artwork are coherent with the music, telling the story, and at the same time strengthening the music style. It's a must-have for every hard rock fan, as well for those who are seeking for excellent music. Devil's Bell is definitely the best hard rock album of this generation. So grab your copy of Devil's Bell and hear for yourself, and subscribe and like, as we'll be back with more content. Bye!